welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie, and today we are working on another square for the Blue Happy Crochet Along. This is portion 5 of 6. This square is a 10-inch square. It needs to be blocked. You are going to have to block this square. It looks a lot harder than what it is. I don't want you to be concerned about it. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. For this project, I am working in Stylecraft Special DK yarn, and I am using a 4mm crochet hook. If you would like to follow along with the written pattern, you can do so by checking out the description box below this video. In there, you will find the link for the written pattern, and you will also find a link to the hosting Facebook group, which is Pip and Poppycock. So if you have any questions or you want to share pictures of your progress and see others' progress during the crochet along, you can join that Facebook group and be with others. It's lots and lots of fun. So don't forget to hit subscribe. Make sure that you like this video, and let's get right into part 5. The foundation for this square begins with a magic ring. I am a fan of the double magic ring. So to make that, you are going to wrap the yarn around your fingers 3 times. Slip your hook underneath the first 2, grab that third loop and pull it through, then turn your hook. You should be able to move it quite freely. Spin it around back there to the back. That yarn right there, that's your working yarn. You're going to grab that and pull it through. Then you can drop. I like to put my ring finger in it just for stability. Now you can proceed with round 1, which is 8 single crochets in the magic ring. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now pull up slightly so you don't lose your work. Now you're going to close the magic ring, and where most people mess up is they just want to jerk on this tail. Don't do that. That's a no-no. You're going to break your yarn or make yourself severely frustrated. Look at these 2 loops right here and pull ever so slightly on that tail. You see how the bottom one is moving towards the left? We're going to pull that bottom one from the right. And what that's going to do is it's going to close that other loop first. And then you can pull freely on your tail and it closes up. So now you're going to slip stitch to your first single crochet to finish off round 1. Just a little slip stitch, except for mine is just a little bit tight in there. Come on, there we go. Slip stitch, and that is round 1. For round 2, we are staying in the same color. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. That counts as our first double crochet. Now we are going to place 2 double crochet in that same stitch. 1, and 2. Now in the next stitch, we're going to place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You are going to place 3 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. When you get back over here, you should have 24 double crochets. You are going to fasten off, so you're going to do that to this chain 3 because that counted as our first double crochet. I highly recommend using an invisible join for this because our next round is going to be post stitches, and it's going to push the V's from our stitches forward. So if you want a nice, neat looking finish for that, you're going to want to fasten off with an invisible join. So go ahead, do that. We will meet back for round 3. For round 3, we are going to choose any stitch, it does not matter which, and we are going to start with a standing back post double crochet. So you're going to yarn over on your hook, insert from behind the work, wrap around that post, grab your yarn, pull it through, and then work a double crochet as normal. Now you're going to back post double crochet around all of these stitches, all of them. You'll end up having 24 back post double crochets, and you are not going to fasten off when you get back over to our standing back post double crochet. You are going to slip stitch to it right here, but you are not going to fasten off because we are going to stay in this color for round 4. So go ahead, finish all of those back post double crochets around each stitch, slip stitch to this first standing stitch, and we will meet back for round 4. To begin round 4, we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to single crochet in that same stitch. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place another single crochet in that same stitch. Now we're going to chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to skip this next stitch, place a single crochet right there in the following stitch. This single crochet is the same as our first single crochet, and that's our repeat. I'm going to show it to you one more time. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in that same stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next. So you are going to repeat that all the way around till you get back over here. Don't forget to chain 4, and then you are going to slip stitch and fasten off with this first single crochet. You'll slip stitch to that first single crochet, fasten off your work because we're going to change our color in round 5, and I will meet you there. To begin round 5, we are going to look for these skipped stitches from round 4, and we're going to be working behind these ruffles that we have just created. So don't be afraid to fold your work forward. That's what I have to do for this. It's okay, normal, just go ahead and do it. We are going to find any skip stitch, it does not matter which, and we're going to place a standing double crochet in that skipped stitch. Hey, get back over there. Thank you. So there is my standing double crochet. Now we're going to place 2 more double crochets in that same skip stitch. There's 1, and then 2. Now we are going to skip over this worked stitch right here and find our next skip stitch right over here, and we're going to place 3 double crochets there. 1, 2, and 3. That is your repeat for this entire round. In every single skip stitch, you are going to place 3 double crochets. By the time you get back over here, you should have 36 double crochets. You're going to slip stitch to the top of this standing double crochet. Do not fasten off. We're going to stay in this color for round 6, and I will meet you there. Round 6 is a repeat of round 4. Just covering a little more space than round 4 did. We are going to chain 1, and then we are going to single crochet in that same stitch, and then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, place another single crochet in that same stitch, chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to skip a stitch and then place a single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in that same stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to skip a stitch, single crochet. That single crochet right there is the same as our first single crochet. I've shown you the repeat twice, so you are going to repeat this all the way around. When you get back over here, don't forget that your last is going to be a chain 4, and then you're going to be skipping this last stitch right here, slip stitch to the first single crochet, fasten off, and we will meet back for round 7. Round 7 is a repeat of round 5 with just more ground to cover. You remember when we went for these skip stitches here, we had to fold everything forward. We are going to be doing the exact same thing for this round. So you're just going to pick any skipped stitch, does not matter which. I'm going to choose that one right there. I'm going to fold my work forward, and I am going to place a standing double crochet in that skip stitch. There's my standing double crochet. Now I'm going to place 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. So then we're going to move on to our next skipped stitch. We're going to place 3 double crochets there. And that is going to be your repeat for this entire round. 3 double crochets in each skipped stitch. When you get back over to your first standing double crochet, your count should be 54 double crochets in total. You're going to slip stitch to this standing double crochet here, and you are going to not fasten off because we're going to stay in this color for round 8, and I will meet you there. For round 8, we are going to be creating more ruffles just in the same manner that we have done previously. So you will chain 1, place a single crochet in that same stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet again in that same stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip the next stitch in the following, single crochet. That single crochet again is the same as our first single crochet, and that is your repeat. You are going to work that repeat all the way back around. When you get over here, your last stitches are going to be your chain 4, and then you are going to slip stitch to this first single crochet, fasten off, and we will meet back for round 9. Round 9 is almost just like round 7 and round 5, with working in the skip stitches with 3 double crochets, except for the very first part of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose any skipped stitch. I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to fold that work forward so I can work behind it. Then I'm going to place a standing double crochet in that skip stitch. Then I'm going to place another double crochet in that skipped stitch. Now I'm sure you remember in the previous ones we put 2 more double crochets in our first skip stitch when we began the round. This round we are only going to have these 2 double crochets here, our standing and then our additional. Now we're going to move on to the next skip stitch, and we're going to place 3 double crochets there. You're going to place 3 double crochets in each skip stitch from here all the way around. It's just that first one that only has 2 double crochets in it. That's very, very important. Your stitch count is going to be wrong come next round if you place 3 double crochets in this first skip stitch. So work your 3 double crochets in every skip stitch all the way back around. When you get over here, you are going to slip stitch to this standing double crochet right here. Do not fasten off because we are going to stay in this color for round 10, and I will meet you there. To begin round 10, we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to single crochet in that same stitch. Now we are going to work a half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. There is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next stitch we are going to create a corner. So we are going to place 2 double crochets in this next stitch. There's 1 and 2. Now we are going to work a treble. So we're going to yarn over twice. 1, 2, 3. There is our treble. And now we're going to place 2 more double crochets all in that same stitch. There's 1 and then 2. Now you're going to want to pause and mark your treble. So we just placed 2 double crochets, so it's the 3rd stitch back. Just mark your treble somehow. That will come in handy for the next rounds. Don't be a rebel. Live dangerously. Just make it easy on yourself. Just pause, mark your treble. So in the next 3 stitches, we are going to place double crochets. Double crochets in the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next 4 stitches, we're going to place half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this 5th single crochet here is the exact same as this first single crochet that we made. So you are going to repeat everything that we have done 3 more times. That will bring you back over here. You're going to omit this last single crochet because it's how we started. So at the end you'll only have 4 left here. You are going to fasten off, secure in all of your ends, and we will meet back for round 11. To begin round 11, we are going to look for the stitch right before any of our marked treble stitches, and we're going to place a standing double crochet there. There is my standing double crochet. Now in this marked stitch, we are going to create our new corner. It's important for you to know that these are not meant to be symmetrical. They're not going to be symmetrical. Do not expect them to be. Okay, we're going to place 3 double crochets in this next stitch. There's 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then place 2 double crochets all in that same stitch. Remember I said they're not going to be symmetrical. It's a bit different, but it is what it is. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, and 3. We are going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to single crochet in the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we are going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you have counted everything properly, your next stitch should be one of your marked stitches, which is a treble. This last double crochet that we worked right here is the same as this standing double crochet that we started with. So you are just going to repeat everything that we have done 3 more times, omitting this last double crochet. Remember that your corners are not symmetrical. You will go into your first corner, you will make 3 double crochets, then chain 2 for your actual corner, and then 2 double crochets in each corner. Don't forget that. It's super easy to either make 3 double crochets on either side of your chain 2 or just 2 double crochets. It's 3 double crochets, chain 2, then 2 double crochets for your corners. When you get back around here, you are going to slip stitch to the top of this standing double crochet, but do not fasten off because we are going to stay in this color. To begin round 12, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. That counts as a double crochet. We are going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to work our corner. We're going to place 2 double crochets in that chain 2 space. 1, 2, then we're going to chain 2, and then place 2 more double crochets all in that same chain 2 space. There's 1, and then 2. Now this round is fairly easy. Nothing but double crochets in each stitch all the way down. There's 28 of them. So you are just going to repeat this all the way around. 28 double crochets down each side. Your corner is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. When you work your way back over here, you are going to slip stitch, fasten off however it is that you prefer. Don't forget that this chain 3 does count as a double crochet. You're going to fasten off, secure your ends. We will meet back for round 13. To begin round 13, we are going to look for any stitch right before a chain 2 space, and we are going to place a standing double crochet in that stitch. So there is my standing double crochet. Now in this chain 2 space, we are going to double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet again. That's our new corner. We have another easy round. We're just going to double crochet in the next 32 stitches all the way across. When you get to your 32nd, you're going to be at another chain 2 space where you will place double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all in that same chain 2 space. You're going to repeat that all the way around. When you get back over here, you are going to slip stitch to the top of this standing double crochet, fasten off, secure your ends, and we will meet back for round 14. To begin round 14, we are going to look for the last stitch before any chain 2 space. And we're just going to put a standing half double crochet in that stitch. There we go. Now in our chain 2 space, we are going to place a half double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2 and then another half double crochet in that same chain 2 space. That's our new corner. We have another easy round. In the next 34 stitches, half double crochet in each of them. That's all this round is. Each side 34 half double crochets. Your corners are half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. When you work your way back over here to the start, you're going to slip stitch, fasten off to this first standing half double crochet, and we will meet back for round 15, which is our last round for this square. To begin round 15, we are going to look for any stitch right before a chain 2 space, and we are going to start with a standing back post double crochet. So you'll just yarn over, insert your hook from behind the work, wrap around that post, grab the yarn, pull it around, and then work a double crochet as normal. Our corners, in this chain 2 space, we're going to place 2 double crochets, and then chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets, all in that same chain 2 space. For the rest of our final round, we are going to work all back post double crochets down the side. Each and every single stitch. 36 of them. Back post double crochet each side. You could do it. You're almost done. You're going to work your way all the way back around. When you get over to our first standing back post double crochet, you are going to slip stitch to it, fasten off, or do an invisible join, however it is that you would like to finish off the project. And by the power of technology, I will be back in just a quick poof to show you what the completed square looks like. And here is the finished square. It should be 10 inches if you are using Stylecraft Special DK and using a 4mm crochet hook. It should come out to 10 inches. Yes, it's going to be a little bit wobbly. You're going to need to block this, and you are also going to need to make 7 more of these. We need 8 in total for the project. So you're going to have a busy week. But that's okay, you can do it. After you get finished with your 8, you're probably going to want to block all of your squares, your rectangles, all of that good stuff. We are going to have a break week if you are doing this live instead of, a couple months down the road. We are going to have a break week next week, and that's to catch up if you happen to have fallen behind. Make sure that you get everything blocked, because the next portion of the crochet along is going to be joining all of the squares together. Yay! It's almost done, guys. So go ahead, have fun, work the rest of these, get yourself prepared for the joining, and I will see you in my next video.